Alrighty, back at the storage unit, pulling some orders on a Sunday afternoon, and we have some brown bag cookie molds going out to Patricia. Thank you so much for ordering them. Let's go ahead and pull them. You got some Santa Claus, reindeer, and snowman. So let's go ahead. Santa, deer, and snowman. There you go, and they're heading your way. Alright, in C18 we have a Costa branded hard case. It's actually kind of like a soft case, but I think it's classified as a hard case. And I'm telling you right now, if you're at yard sales and everything, you see these, definitely buy them. Get them for like, 50 cents or less. It's sold for $12 plus shipping, and it's just the case. So we sold these Levi's, only $9.50 for these 550s. They were used, and the guy messaged me, and you know what? He was like, we've had these for a long time. I think we picked these up for kind of cheap, I'm guessing, because they've been here for a really long time. Offered me $9.50. It is a overseas buyer, so I was like, yeah, that'd be pretty good. $9.50 plus shipping. I think they're like 30 bucks all in because of shipping prices. So not too bad there. Not a huge sale. Usually they sell a little more than that, but I'll take it because right now we're moving out a ton of old inventory, and I think it's because we're running a pretty big sale on our eBay store. We have these really cool nesting dolls. Now, I remember we picked these up at a yard sale for pretty cheap, and they did sell for $13 plus shipping. I think there's 7 of them in here. And about the nesting dolls is it seems the more you have, obviously, the better, and the smaller they get, the better. So if you can look up like eBay, nesting dolls, and then go from high to low, some of these can go for a ton of money. These only 13 bucks are super cute though. We'll take it all day long. This is also going out to a viewer. This is the ring out of the storage unit. Is the sterling silver with the opal. Tammy, thank you so much for buying this. This is heading your way. Only $13.42. We make deals here. When you're a viewer, you give us a message, we'll usually shoot you a really good deal. So thank you, Tammy, for the support. It's coming out to you.
So we sold this Chick-fil-A cow, Christmas cow. And he sold for $8.80. I think we picked him up for like $1.
In C25, we have the super nice Nike golf shoes. These are called spikeless golf shoes because they don't have the actual spikes that screw into them. They're like these little soft ones. Some golf courses actually have mandatory that you wear these instead of the other ones, and you can't wear like metal spikes or anything like that. So these things, they always do so. We paid up for these because, as you can tell, they're in really, really good condition. Even up here on the top, they're like a nice wingtip looking. They sold for $40 plus shipping, but we did buy these, I remember, for $10 at our local thrift store, which for us is kind of expensive for $10 for a pair of shoes, but like an easy $25 profit after fees. We got these bad boys. These always sell too. These are like I call them fisherman sandals. That's a good keyword to use. These are Timberlands. They sold for $22.88. Again, we are running a sale on our eBay store. We've been running a sale actually every weekend now. We start on a Friday, we end on a Sunday, and it does boost our sales a little bit during the weekend, so we do like that. We've had these for a while, but they really do always sell. And if the leather's not looking all that great, we do use the Doc Martens or the Leather Bomb, and it does work really, really good on these old leather shoes. We right here we had a ton of these, and 2 years ago they were selling like hotcakes, and honestly we didn't list them. Like, we had probably what, 8 or 9 Wii's, and just we have been testing them. We grab one and then go test it because they're not hard to test, but sometimes they're annoying. And this one right here, just the Wii Console with one controller, all the good parts to it, like, the cables and everything like that. The sensor sold for $39.60, and like 2 years ago, this would be 60 bucks easy. Nowadays, they kind of did go down in value, so just remember that when you're buying them at yard sales or auctions or anything like that, they're not worth what they used to be 2 years ago, but they still sell. It's our second console that has sold in the last, like, what, 3 weeks? Alrighty, back at the house because this thing sold super, super fast. Picked it up for $2. This is the weird string thing that basically, like, it goes around in circles. We've played a little video on our other channel, and this thing's called the String Ray. Sold for $110, going international. Super, super cool. Like, over $100 profit on that one. And then the PS4 that we got out of the storage unit already sold. Sold within 12 hours. We only got one remote with it. The other remote kind of like disappeared. We don't know where it went. It was really weird when we were cleaning stuff out. But anyway, one remote, 3 games, the PS4, $220 plus shipping. Where are they? Oh, is this it right here? Probably. Ooh. These right here are Dyson vacuum genuine parts. I bought a whole bunch of Dyson stuff a while back, and I lotted basically like the motor up, some filters, and then all these guys, as you can tell right there, it does say Dyson on it. These sold for $25.90, and we've only picked that Dyson up for 20 bucks, and we sold one of the power heads for 50. So parting out Dysons, you can make a ton of money.
So we got these storytelling plushes kind of things. They Velcro to kind of tell the story. And this is Silly Sally's storytelling kit felt character pieces. And they sold for $16. And I maybe have 25 cents into these.
Kesha sold! Dale, Ooh. Dale, thank you. Little head bob there. Dale, thank you so much for buying this. You bought Kesha. This was out of the storage unit. It is in super good condition. Almost looks brand new. Appreciate your support, and it's heading your way.
I found this at a thrift store. My dad actually used to work for UPS, so I knew these things were pretty cool. And this sold for $15 plus shipping.
A monster sold, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. It's going to clear up a ton of room on the shelf. I picked this up for only $20. Was it 20 bucks or 15 at a yard sale? There is a thing on the inside that we have to actually secure before we send it. It is a really nice Pizza Pal electric oven in super good condition. Kayla, if you didn't know, actually basically runs our eBay. I just kind of like list, and she does everything else. The shipping and everything like that, so she's gonna have fun shipping this one. We got these Maui Jims for only 99 cents. Here they are right here, some nice, really good Maui Jims. Again, we paid $1 for these, 40 bucks, local pickup, and then we also sold this right here. Kayla picked this up out in New York. Yeah. And I think we paid $2 for this, $3, and this thing sold for $22 plus shipping. Super nice. This is LL Bean right here. It is wool with a really cool quilted thing on the inside with ear flaps, the trapper hat. So very good sale there. And we have some really good sales to go over. This is one of the better sales of the day, probably of the week. I don't know, we've had some pretty good sales this week. But this is the Murano wool Polo Ralph Lauren vintage beige blanket. We got it for $6 in New York. It's over $155 plus shipping. Guess what? It's going back to New York. Then, in D5, we have the Chilton Manual. Chilton Manuals always sell, and they sell very, very quickly. This just came out of a storage locker for $20 plus shipping. And then this also came out of the storage locker. This is the Scarlet Witch Funko Pop, and it does have a nice little case on it, which is good. And I think this sold for $9 plus shipping. So, I think at this point, we are break even on the storage unit. And we still have the laptop, the iPad, and a whole bunch of other stuff that we listed. It does look like, if we watch the other channel, we start buying storage units, and it does look like we're gonna go ahead and probably make about $400 to $500 on that unit. Gargoyle from the storage unit, $15 plus shipping. Thank you so much. This is actually pretty funny because it's brand new. It has the thing on it, but there's only 2 other ones sold on eBay. He's a good looking gargoyle. Gargoyle. Hard to say that word. This thing is a monster. I'm really surprised it took this long to sell. Usually this would have sold before Christmas. Right now it is before Christmas technically, but this sold for $75 plus shipping. Is the Harley Davidson Snow Village. Department 56 does have multiple ones of these, so go ahead and comp them out. There is another one that actually sells a little bit better than this, but $75. We did pay up for this. We paid 20 bucks at the yard sale. Sold for $75, so it's easy $50 in profit. Yeah, $45, $50 in profit. The good thing about these is that as long as you, they come with the original styrofoam, they are super easy to ship. So $75 plus shipping, we'll take it. In D5, not D5, in this bin right here,
C24.
In C24, we have the genuine Harley Davidson motor oil distressed hat. I remember we bought this at a churchyard sale for $1, and usually Harley Davidson hats don't go for this much money, honestly. This one is looks distressed. It is Harley Davidson branded on the inside, but for some reason this one had super good sold comps on it, and everything was listed. Everything that was listed was sold on this one, so that's the patch right there. So if you ever see that one out there, definitely pick it up. This right here, again, favorite thing to sell, tools. You have 3 Craftsman tools right here, and they went for $16 plus shipping. These are just extensions, and they are 3/8 extensions, so they're small. And I think you have like a 3-inch, a 6-inch, and maybe a 10-inch extension, so not too shabby there. And a golf club finally sold. We haven't been selling a lot of golf clubs, but that's normal for the winter time. Golf stuff does slow up. This is a 6-iron from TaylorMade, and this sold for $11 plus shipping. On the golf clubs, I get a lot of questions. We do use UPS, and we use 4x4 by 48 boxes from Uline. All right, at the house, this sold super fast. This is a 1 AirPod. We actually found this in the storage unit. This does boost us into the profit on that storage unit. So it's over $28 plus shipping. And then the Power Ranger lot that I set up, if you remember at a yard sale, I basically bought this guy's entire collection of his old toys from like the late 80s to early 90s. Nothing really any later than like 88 to 89. But instead of like doing them all separately, I put them all up in lots. This one was a huge Power Ranger lot, $66 plus shipping. The person was $100 all in, and that was pretty good. I started super low in the auction too, didn't I? I started like 20 bucks and went all the way up to 66 bucks. So we will take that. Easy to ship, easy to list when it comes to lots. We got them super cheap for about $80 all in on this huge collection, and we are well in the profit now after this. Go for it.
Thank you for watching the Flip Squad. We'll see you on the next one.